Hello, Pokemon fan. Oh my, what on earth are you doing, you bumbling oaf? Hello, Pokemon fans. This is ProPokeNoob back today with a confession. I have killed Harry Potter. But let's not focus on the past, ladies and gentlemen, because today we have a U-Tournies match that we have to get through, and in fact, it is a fantastic one. It will be against a person by the name of Cased Victory. This is how I met an excellent friend, an excellent battler as well. It will be Team Gryffindor versus Team Slytherin. And now, Team Slytherin was, in my opinion, the strongest house in the tournament. Sorry, Croak, but when you give it Water, Dragon, Poison, Ghost, and Dark, and it's only UU and below, like, my god, just that in itself leaves it open to so many good Pokemon, and then if you extended it to OU, it would be just basically GG, because no one else can beat this thing. But luckily, it wasn't that bad, but let's just get straight to the team preview here. So as you can see, I still have my same team. Obviously, you were allowed to switch up Pokemon in between. I figured I didn't have a lot of time anyways, and I like this team, so why change it up? Don't fix what is not broken, or at least what I know so far. If you guys are going to tell me something that's broken, please don't. And as you can see, my opponent, or my friend and an opponent, is running some very threat Pokemon. Look at that. He's got 5 UUs and a Weezing. So basically 5 threats and a Weezing, even though Weezing is a threat as well. So he's got a very bulky team, which is what I noticed right off the bat. Yeah, and so I figured in order for Heracross to do stuff, I'm gonna need hit to get rid of that Weezing first, because actually Heracross could do quite a bit of damage to most of his Pokemon with either the close combat or especially the Mega Horn. So definitely gonna have to get that Weezing out of the way somehow. Other than that, I mean, I have my physical wall for the likes of Flygon and Swampert, which is the Electro, since it has the Levitate, so I'm protected from the ground moves. And Rotom's not going to be able to do much until those guys are cleared out of the way and the Roserade is cleared out. So my main focus is to focus the Weezing and to try and get rid of these ground types as quickly as possible, if it allows me to. Otherwise, just deal with what comes in and just switch appropriately. So in the ways of leads, I wasn't sure whether or not that Roserade was going to be the lead or if the Swampert was going to be the lead. So I just decided to go off neutral and start off with my Dunsparce. That way Dunsparce can most likely take a hit from any of these Pokemon, give it a status. Even the Dusclops I can confuse with the Water Pulse. Just fire off Body Slam, stuff like this on the other Pokemon. Just try and get Paralysis going around as quickly as possible. If I can nail his Sweepers, that's even better, because then I'll have an easier time later on dealing with them, especially with stuff like Machamp, where, you know, some of my Pokemon are pretty slow, so they do need a little bit of support. So I'm going to lead off with Dunsparce, and now I will see you at the battle. So, before I begin this battle, I actually want everyone to keep something in mind. Remember when I said I need to get rid of those threats like Weezing, Swampert, and Flygon and stuff like that? The thing that I realized in this battle, especially in the first few turns of this match, is I actually have nothing to take them out with. So I don't have any ice, I think, except on Rotom, and the problem is Flygon's going to be faster than Rotom, and I have to somehow get Rotom in safely, and I don't even do that, because I might actually no, I might have Fire, that's why I don't do it in the beginning. But the thing is, I realized I don't have much to take out his team, but he does. So I have to play very smart around him. So I'm going to lead off with the Dunsparce. He decides to lead off with his Swampert. So right off the bat, if he wants to, I'm just thinking he's going to set up his Rock. So I'm just going to go straight for the Body Slam, get the Paralysis on him, which is fantastic. And this will help me a tiny bit later on. So now I'm just going to try and go for the Parafusion, which I do get. If he wants to Scald me, I'm not as concerned. I'd rather this thing get burned than anything else, mainly because this is just my statuser. If he's going to cut off my attack, it's not a big deal. But now I'm going to switch into Ron Weasley because I'm thinking he's going to go for the Earthquake. But he makes a double switch, goes into his Dusclops. I'm guessing thinking that I'm going to keep going for Body Slams, and he doesn't know that I have the Bite, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to go for the Wild Charge just to scout to see how much damage I can actually do. This is what happens when we have physical walls. They just don't do any damage. But he's going to go for the Substitute, and then he goes for the Curse. And this is when I start freaking out. But luckily I go for the Roar because I am the double phasing Electros. I bring in his Slowbro. Now I'm thinking he's going to want to switch out into something to resist the electric move. So I switch into Dunsparce. He actually switches into Swampert. So kind of good prediction on mine. But the good thing about this is I can once again try for the Parafusion, which I do get again because Dunsparce is a fantastic monster. And he's not going to hit himself, though. He's going to be able to go for a Scald. Not get a burn, which is lucky for me. Again, doesn't matter too much to me at this point. But now I'm going to switch out, go into Ron Weasley again, expecting the electric move, just making the same moves, or sorry, not the electric, the ground move. just expecting the same thing over and over again. He's going to go back into Dusclops because I don't have my rocks up yet, and then he surprises me with the Pain Split. I should have thought about this when he went for Sub and Curse. So he's going to heal up a little bit more, but I just go for the Dragon Tail, figuring he's either going to want to stay in and try and set up, or do something like that. So I'm just going to go for Dragon Tail again, maybe thinking that he'd want to try and switch out, and I am, again, just phasing the Dragon Tail at this point, just to get extra damage off. But now I'm going to switch to Torkoal, feeling safe against this, this Dusclops. And he actually goes for the Nightshade. If he wanted to go for Will-O-Wisp, that'd also fail, which is fantastic. So now I'm going to set up my rocks just to make sure that some things are actually going to start getting hurt coming in. And he's going to bring it to Slowbro. So now I have to switch out. I'm going to go back into my Dunsparce, biggest fodder and best fodder that I have right now. He actually goes for T-Wave, which tells me that he most likely does not have the Toxic, which can be good information for later. This also means that I don't want to switch my Heracross in on a T-Wave because I don't want that type of Guts boost. So anyways, he's going to go for the Psyshock, revealing that he's going to be able to get around my specially defensive Dunsparce, which sucks. I'm going to go for the Body Slam, get a crit Para, which is fantastic. The Hex, this guy is just so good. But now he's going to switch out, going to his Flygon, which is actually good on his part, because now he actually has a very nice, he has a safe switch in. He's lucky that I didn't go for the Body Slam again, but I guess maybe he thought I would have some type of Paraflinch going. But he's going to go for the U-turn, take out my Dunsparce, best fodder I have. He's going to go into his Roserade, so I figured the best thing I could probably do is go into my Scarfed Heracross, just nail him with a Mega Horn. That's exactly what happens, not over-predicting, just going to take this thing out. It's a threat. So it is gone, which is fine, but now he's going to bring this Wheezing, and yeah, this thing is going to be a pain in my butt. But I figured he might want to go for the Will-O-Wisp, so go into Torkoal. He makes the excellent double switch, goes into Flygon, so at this point he does have me a little bit on the ropes, but I'm not too concerned. He actually misses his Stone Edge, and I go for the Lava Plume, trying to get a burn, but it doesn't happen. So really not too much of a wasted turn this time around, but now he is going to hit the Stone Edge. I should have just probably went for Protect here, just kind of stall that out, but it didn't really matter to me. But I'm going to go into my Champ now, and he's going to switch out, going to Slowbro. I'm just going to go for the Dynamic Punch. I didn't have anything better to hit this with. I could have hit it with Payback, but it's not going to be boosted because on Switch, you don't get double the power on a Payback. So, anyways, I know two of his guys are paralyzed, so Parafusion or just Confusion is good in general. So I'm going to switch back into Ron Weasley, the Electros, and he's actually going to hit himself in Confusion, which is fantastic. So, I'm going to go for the Coil because I know he has Psyshock. So if he hits me on the physical side, I'll be able to take it better. But then I completely forget that this thing has Thunder Wave, and then for some stupid reason, I think that Slowbro is a mono-attacking son of a gun. I go for the Wild Charge, hurt myself a lot, and then, hey, surprise, surprise, he has Scald. Duh, because it's a Slowbro. Hello, people, come on, get in the game. So, I'm thinking if he hasn't gone for Slack Off by now, he might have a fourth move that I don't know about yet. But here I went for the Dragon Tail, expecting him to bring something in that was going to have a lot of HP so that I could take myself out to Wild Charge Recoil. But I get paralyzed, which blows, because that actually ruins my chances of getting this Wheezing out faster. Luckily, though, he misses the Fire Blast, so it all evens out in the end, I guess. But now Flygon's going to come in. I just want to watch to see what he's going to lock himself into. He goes for the Outrage, which is fine. I'm going to send him a Champ, thinking that I can take this, because I believe I'm max HP. But I'm just going to go for the Bullet Punch, because I know I'm definitely not going to be faster. And then based on this damage with the Outrage, holy cow, that's an OHKO? I'm pretty sure it's not. So I'm going to send in the Heracross just to check to see if this thing is Scarfed or Banded. Really risky, but I'm thinking this thing is Banded at this point. I go for the Close Combat, that thing was Banded, and he told me straight after that band, and yeah, because that thing hurt. So, Heracross is gone, which is absolutely fantastic. But now I know he's going to switch in that... Oh, I thought he was going to switch in the Wheezing, but he also has the Dusclops, which is also smart on his part. But now, I have this and Rotom left, so Avada Kedavra, there's the name of it. Jeez, why didn't it show up in the other one? I don't know. But now he's going to go for the Pain Split. I'm just going to go for the Substitute, knowing that this thing can't touch me except with Nightshades. I should have thought this through, but now I'm just going to go for my own Pain Split to heal up again, as he goes for the Curse, and actually after that, he is going to kill himself. But now I am under a Curse, which is not going to show up on Asoft because it's fantastic like that. Now here, okay, this I need to explain. I'm stuck in a corner at this point. I'm actually not at 13% because I should die to a Curse. Okay? Here I have to think about this. So, oh, no! Oh, terribly sorry about that. I meant to hit pause, not reset. But frankly, why would you put pause and reset next to the same thing? Or next to each other? Even though, you know, this is for recording people, heat of the moment, you just kind of click, see what looks good. But anyways, getting back to the battle. what I had to think about here was he has 3 Pokemon left. He has a Slowbro, his Swampert, and his Weezing left. I know this thing is not going to be able to take out all 3 because, first of all, I have Pain Split, and second of all, if I go, or not Pain Split, I have Life Orb. I have the Pain Split to try and heal up, but I figured I'm not going to be able to do that safely against the Weezing and the Slowbro. It's just going to be too much time, and I'm going to be at a low enough HP where they're just going to be able to come in, keep switching out because Slowbro has that capacity to keep getting Regenerator health and stuff like this, so I really don't have anything really good to do except with my Heracross. Now, Heracross, since it's Scarfed, has to choose between one of the 4 moves that I have. Earthquake won't hit the Levitating Weezing, Stone Edge won't hit the Swampert very well, and then Close Combat won't hit the Weezing or the Slowbro very well, right? And I mean, Earthquake won't even do that much damage to Swampert. I need a stab move, so Mega Horn is my best option. Now, the problem is, I do need to hurt the Swampert a tiny bit more, I think, because, if it's physically defensive, I don't want to get any damage on my Heracross, or very little until I get to the last Pokemon, which is most likely going to be the Weezing. So, what I decided to do here was I'm going to fodder off my Rotom by killing myself with Life Orb, just go for the Shadow Ball, getting a lot of damage off on Swampert. He gets paralyzed anyways, but now it's going to come down to this. Heracross has to hit all 3 of his Mega Horns. So here's the first one, hits the Swampert, gets a crit, doesn't matter. See, it probably would have taken it out anyways from the 63%, but just to be safe. Now, Slowbro is going to come in. What he could have done here, I don't know if this would matter, probably not, but he could have kept switching in between Weezing and Slowbro. Actually, no, Slowbro probably can't take a Mega Horn that well from a Heracross, but I am going to take him out with the second Mega Horn, and now it comes down to this. Okay, we're both banking on misses. He has Fire Blast, I have Mega Horn. I've hit 2 already, so I'm in a pretty bad position, but he hasn't hit his yet. So, I'm going to go for the Mega Horn, I'm going to hit him, and I get a crit. Okay, I get a crit, which means that now if I have to live a Fire Blast, or he has to miss the Fire Blast. But, the scary thing is he hits the Fire Blast, but he doesn't take me out, and it reminds me of the time when I tried to take out the -2 Heracross with a Stab T-Bolt on Manectric, but of course this happened before that. But now at this point I'm panicking, I have to hit it. Can I hit a 4th Mega Horn in a row? Ladies and gentlemen, I take it for Gryffindor. I hit the 4th Mega Horn, and that was a fantastic match, case to victory. Comment, rate, and subscribe, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this battle. Yeah, that was a very intense match. We instantly clicked after that, and we've been talking ever since, even though we don't talk as much as I wish we did. But, you know, I've been busy, he's been busy, we come on at different times. It's all cool. But anyways, that will be it for the U-Tournies at this point again. I just realized that I don't want to show round 1 of Herpy Derpy's monocolor tournament until it's actually done, because I do not want to reveal my opponent's playstyle, nor the Pokemon that he could possibly be using in the tournament still. So, that will be coming up the moment Herpy Derpy's tournament is done, although I haven't seen any updates lately, and I do know that he has been, he will be away for a couple of weeks at this point, so if you guys are watching this in the future, hi! Tournaments are done, by the way, so, but yeah, so when that's done, I will bring it back, but other than that, I'm going to try and find more battles. I'm still trying to make a good team. I have a Little Cup team, and I have an Ubers team. Well, I need to update the Ubers team now, because I made it pre-Black and White 2. It worked well without it, and I did play against people in Black and White 1. It worked well there, but I don't know if it'll do well in Black and White 2 meta, because, you know, Multiscale Lugia, Regenerator Ho-Oh, Kyurem Black and White. I don't think my Pokemon stand a chance against that without a new revamp. So, hopefully that stuff will be coming up soon. Maybe get a replay from Showdown or anything like that. But anyways, this is just thoughts out loud. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Until then, peace. Oh, and by the way, I got a dead body I gotta dump, so, yeah, bye.